Welcome back. This is also another video based on our topic air. In this second part, we are going to look at the following success criteria. By the end of the lesson and the presentation, we should be able to discuss the uses of oxygen, describe common atmospheric pollutants and their sources, should be able to explain the effects of pollutants on health, human health, as well as the environment. So let us start by looking at the uses of oxygen gas. So the first use of oxygen gas is that it can be used in welding. When acetylene or ethane is burned in oxygen, it produces a very hot acetylene flame, which is used for welding metals. It is used as a rocket fuel. Liquid oxygen is used as a rocket fuel. It is used as explosive in mining. A mixture of charcoal, petrol, and oxygen gas, when heated, it explodes. Therefore, it is used during mining. It is used in hospital as an aid for breathing, for patients with difficulties with breathing problems. So here we have some gas cylinders. This is gas cylinder for oxygen used during welding. For making oxides, such as carbon dioxide, used in combustion with fuel, it is used for respiration. So these are some of the use of oxygen gas. Now air pollution. Let us look closely on the diagram here, which is portrayed in this slide. So we have some cities here, we have livestock, lightning, mobile. All these stipulate as sources of air pollution. So what is air pollution? Air pollution refers to introduction of substance in the atmosphere in higher concentration. It refers to introduction of substance in the atmosphere in higher concentration, or it can also be defined in this way, refers to contamination of air by harmful gases, dust particles, and smoke which affect plants and animals. So these are the two definitions that we can use when we want to define air pollution. There is a certain percentage required for each gas in the atmosphere. Remember, we said air is made up of different gases, or air is a mixture of gases. So each gas has its percentage. We usually, in the first part, we looked at the composition by volume by mass of each component of the gas which make air. So that's why we're saying that there's a certain percentage required for each and every gas. If you exceed, it means now you have polluted air. An increase or decrease pollutes the atmosphere. So air can be polluted outdoor as well as indoors. So we're going to start with outdoor. Outdoor means outside the building, while indoor means inside the building. So outside the building, these are the sources which can pollute air. Can have emission from cars, construction of roads, which you can end up with producing dust particles, powering plants which emit gases, brick killings, transportation. This in transportation burn of organic compounds, the fuel which may release harmful gases. Here are open waste bins as well as industry. So these are outside materials as well as which produce gases which pollute air. So major causes of outdoor air pollution, we have burning of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels for energy. We're not talking about fossil fuels, we're talking about examples such as paraffin, wood, petrol, or methane gas. When burned for energy, they release greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and nitrogen dioxide, which pollute air. The second major source of outdoor air pollution we have motor vehicles, exhaust gases. For an engine to operate, it needs diesel as well as petrol, which are burned and release CFC gases, which pollute the atmosphere. The gases released from exhaust are harmful when they are of high concentration in the atmosphere. Apart from that, the car exhaust produce heat. This makes nitrogen and oxygen to react to form nitrogen dioxide, which pollute the air. The statement means that since as it is heated here, the gas comes out from the exhaust with a higher temperature. Simply means they will come hot. That particular heat breaks down the bond between nitrogen molecule and allow nitrogen to combine with oxygen to form nitrogen dioxide, which is one of the CFC gases which can destroy the atmosphere. Ozone gas. Here we need to be very careful. We need to differentiate between ozone gas and ozone layer. Ozone gas is formed when oxygen molecule reacts with an excited oxygen atom, which comes to existence because of ultraviolet light rays which strike the oxygen molecule and split it into two single oxygen atoms. So here we have demonstrated on how ozone gas is being formed. Firstly, the ultraviolet sun rays strike oxygen molecule, and this one makes the atoms to split and form excited oxygen atoms. This one of the excited oxygen atom can react with oxygen molecule to form an ozone gas. The ozone gas produced is toxic to humans in the lower atmosphere and threats to life. But accumulation of ozone gas here, let us understand one another. The accumulation of ozone gas in the upper atmosphere forms ozone layer, which protects the earth from dangerous ultraviolet light rays. So mark the difference. Ozone gas and ozone layer. We have said ozone gas simply means a gas which is formed when an excited oxygen atom combined with oxygen molecule. While ozone layer, it's a layer in the upper atmosphere which comprises of ozone gas. Industrial emission is also another source of outdoor air pollution. In industry, materials react to produce desired products, e.g. cement, metals. This may emit greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen monoxide, and nitrogen dioxide as soot, ashes, and particulates, which may pollute the air. Number 5, natural processes. This can also be the source of outdoor air pollution. Which natural processes? Natural processes such as lightning, flashes, volcanic eruption, biological processes in the soil, wind erosion, and water may cause the emission of harmful gases such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen monoxide, ammonium oxide, and nitrogen dioxide. Spraying chemicals in agricultural fields. It's also another source of outdoor air pollution. During the spraying of chemicals, due to heat, the chemical evaporates in form of gases which pollutes air. We're saying that when the chemicals have been sprayed, due to the presence of heat, they are going to evaporate, or it is going to change into gaseous form, which is going to pollute air. Major causes and sources of indoor air pollution. The following are materials that pollutes air in indoors: oil, gases, wood, charcoal, building materials, coal, kerosene, wet emitted gas which pollute air. So we have a diagram showing the sources of indoor air pollution. Here we have many. We have new electronic and broken lights, cigarette smoke, cleaning surface chemicals, chemicals from paints and VOCs, animal danger and hair, chemicals from buildings, materials. So all of them, they are going to pollute air which is going to be found inside the building. Major causes and sources of indoor air pollution. The following are materials that pollute air indoors. We have smoke, gases, wood, charcoal, building materials, coal, kerosene. We have computers. We can also add air conditioners. All those pollute air inside the building. Effects of pollutants in human health and environment. Effects of pollutants on human health and the environment. The first one is nitrogen oxide or nitrogen monoxide. Effect on human health. It causes irritation of eyes, cause inflammation of cells. Inflammation of cells, we are looking at cancer. Interfere transportation of oxygen in the body as nitrogen oxide is incorporated in hemoglobin. Irritates lungs when inhaled. Effects of nitrogen monoxide and nitrogen dioxide on the environment. It causes acidic rain, causes the destruction of ozone layer. Sulfur dioxide. Effects of sulfur dioxide on human health. Premature death. It causes difficulty in breathing, irritation of respiratory tract, leading to high mucosal secretion, coughing, and difficulty in breathing. Effects on the environment. It causes acid rains. What do we mean when we are saying acid rains? It means the gas escape into the atmosphere and it dissolve into raining water. The raining water which is come is acidic, known as acidic rainfall. Effects on human health, that is carbon monoxide. It's a poisonous gas when inhaled the bloodstream. How is it poisonous? It is favorable for oxygen in binding to hemoglobin. What does this statement mean? It means that when carbon monoxide is inhaled, it is the one which is going to be preferable to attach to hemoglobin, unlike oxygen. This reduces the amount of oxygen on hemoglobin. This makes the cell to suffocate and can cause to death and fatigue. Effects on the environment. It frustrates breaking down of ozone layer, which may cause global warming. Carbon dioxide. Effects of carbon dioxide. It causes acidic rain. We have already explained how acidic rain is formed. It causes destruction of ozone layer, which may cause global warming. This may cause desertification as well as flooding. How? The carbon dioxide changes the global temperatures. When the temperatures are high, it might affect the growth of some of the plants, leaving the grounds to be bare, causing desertification, and the heat may involve in melting of ice cube in polar region, which can lead to flooding. Effects of carbon dioxide on human health. Extreme carbon dioxide concentration can lead to death by suffocation. The same what we have been saying. What happens is that the oxygen molecule can attach to hemoglobin, reducing the capacity of oxygen to be attached to hemoglobin. Therefore, the cells will be deprived of oxygen and can cause death by suffocation. The other one is headache. It elevates blood pressure. Here it means it increases the blood pressure. We have lead. Effects of lead on human health. Leads to brain damage when inhaled. It leads to loss of memory. Effects of lead on the environment. Loss of biodiversity. Decreased growth and reproductive rates in plants and animals. High concentration of lead can kill symbiotic microorganisms such as bacteria in the soil. Mercury affects, how does mercury affect human health? That's why we're saying effects of mercury on human health. How does this mercury affect the human anatomy? It leads to death if inhaled. Neurological and behavioral disorders. Effects of mercury on the environment. It inhibits the growth of fungi and bacteria. Let us focus on bacteria. When the bacteria are limited, first of all, it reduces, it means there will be no many bacteria, decomposition will not be happening properly. It can affect the soil structure as well as texture. Inhibition of growth and changes the biochemical constituents of food crops. So the food crops such as maize, when there is enough, they inhibit mercury, there is slow growth. Now we have part session here. The questions that we are supposed to go through. The first one is define air pollution. State 2 uses of oxygen. Name 2 poisonous gas. Which gas causes the following? Global warming, ozone damage. How can global warming and ozone damage be prevented? So if you have the questions, this is our WhatsApp contact. You can ask through and know more about it. We have the following resources that we have been using to prepare the presentation: Excel and Succeed, Junior Chemistry Book 2, Achievers Chemistry Book 2, Target Junior Chemistry Book 2. So if you have further complaint, you can use the resources to find more. About the photos used, these are the links that we have used throughout in the presentation. This marks the end of our presentation and a topic known as air.